Hello and welcome to Therapy Express with Rosanna. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to talk about breaking up and getting back together again. This is not an uncommon occurrence. People get to their boiling point, they've had trouble after trouble, and they get to the point where they said, that's it, I am done. And then you break up. But what happens is that time has a way of erasing the bad times. And pretty soon you're focusing only on the good things that happen and everything else just fades to the background. It's at this point that you start thinking, did I make the right decision? Should I have maybe tried harder? You start second guessing yourself, doubting what you did, and maybe at this point you start checking out her social media and kind of scoping things out. You text her and finally you call her and you end up going out again. But before you jump heart first into that relationship, I want you to ask yourself these three questions, all right? Number one, why now? Is it because maybe you're feeling lonely? Is it because all your friends are in a relationship and you're feeling like the fifth wheel all the time? Or perhaps you're so lonely that you're willing to settle for some things that you didn't really like before. Or maybe it's as simple as it's Valentine's Day and I'm lonely, I don't have anybody, and I want somebody. So the first question is, why now? Ask yourself that. Dig deep, okay? Number two. What was the issue or issues that drove you apart? There was something there, and chances are that those issues are still there. They didn't just magically disappear. For example, let's say that Jane, your ex, used to chew with her mouth open. You know that eventually you're going to go out to dinner or lunch or whatever, and you're going to be sitting across the table, and guess what's going to happen? She's going to start eating and she's going to start chewing with her mouth open. And just like before, it's going to upset you, it's going to gross you out, and you're not going to know what to do. Look away or whatever, but you're going to eventually have to look at her. So that issue hasn't gone away. What are you going to do? Is it something you can deal with? Is it something that's just going to be, no, I can't do it, I can't do it? You got to decide. You got to decide. Third, what was it that you personally had to work on the relationship? Maybe you were chronically late all the time. So late, in fact, that at one point, Jane missed an important appointment. And now you're saying, I'm never, ever, ever going to be late again. And this is just to get Jane back. But guess what? You will be late again because life is going to happen. Things are going to get in your way. And if you say you're never going to be late again, you're setting yourself up and her up for a big disappointment because the dust is going to settle, the relationship is going to go back to the way it was, and the honeymoon is going to be over like it usually is. So when you're late that first time, Jane's going to be all upset and say, I knew it, you haven't changed at all. Figure out what you have to do. Did you do it before and you're still doing it, or are you willing to make some changes now? What is it? All right, those are the three questions. And also, I want to encourage you to sit down with each other and talk about your expectations. What are you expecting of Jane this time around? What is she expecting of you? Is it feasible? Can you guys give that to each other? Breaking up is hard. And imagine going through it a second time with the same person. It hurts. So you don't want to get in there and have the same episodes come up over and over again, upsetting the apple cart. Ask yourself these questions. Remember, 1, why now? 2, what was the issue or issues? And 3, what personal thing that you have to work on? And why didn't you work on it then? And why do you want to work it now? Maybe because you're desperate? I don't know. You got to figure this out. This is just to get you thinking. All right. I'll be back next week. In the meantime, click on the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and until we meet again, make every moment count. Bye.